Here's a quick video showcasing the installation of my water meth kit that's by Aquamist. It's a prototype, so it's not for sale yet, but we are testing out some of the options available for DI and PI, that's direct injection and port injection, pulse width modulation based off of the algorithm this car uses. So that was the gauge I just showed you. Let's go to the trunk and show you the tank. Oh, got some bicycle tires in here. Let's go those out real quick. And there you have the tank that, as you can see, is installed just behind the seat. The bottom of the tank barely touches, but you can move the carpeting around. I've got a cap that's not vented, and I've installed a vent system that goes over. It's the blue hose. There's another 90 over here, and that comes down. Here's the vent system that comes down and goes to a fitting on the floor here that allows vapor to enter the tank when the tank's being emptied, and should there be heat-related expansion, that vapor can exit the car and doesn't get trapped in the trunk area. The bottom of that has a 90-degree on it as well that comes to this pink hose and brings my water meth over to my pump, which is mounted here. There's a relay that you can see is tucked in and screwed to the floor there. And then that line basically comes back and goes behind the hinge for the back seat and is run in a provided crevice that I'm not going to take apart, but there's a gap right underneath this panel that it runs through, and then up and out that grommet and over to my fast acting valve, and then to my water meth nozzle that just sits to the right side of my boost tube pickup, boost pressure pickup, sorry. And then goes to my throttle body. So as you can see, I keep things as far away from the heat as possible on the water meth side, and I like to see some of my fittings to make sure they're good and not leaking. There's a lot of wiring that goes on the ECU side of things. I've got the kit out of the car right now just so you can see. Most of these are wires that belong to the kit itself, and so that's something that you'll all have. Some of this mess is what you'll have to get creative and tap into your ECU. There's a lot of easy information available on this on if you Google the words BRZ wiring diagram, you'll find all the necessary pickups to go grab, from wiper relay. This is my EBCS. I've got a fuel pressure pickup coming off the factory ECU. I've got that's the water meth fuel pressure input. I've got mass air coming off the ECU, which I'm not using. I have my port injection feed. And then I've also got HVDI is a high voltage direct injection. And I also have an LVDI here, which is a low voltage direct injection. So what we're trying to do is grab the DI and PI signal and get a composite out of it. And I'm working with a gentleman named Richard Lamb of Aquamist, who's wonderful to work with, and custom engineering a solution for this car, because there just aren't any other vehicles out there that are using this D4S. Sorry, I'm shooting some video. The bicycle's going back. Bicycle tires, rims going back in here. I got to take them to a shop and get some bearings replaced. Alright, so hopefully that answers some questions. If you have any on how to install and set that up, feel free to reach me. Thanks.